Hey everyone, this week got stuck into a couple of mundane tasks that have been neglected in favour of growing vegetables. So Mandy and I split our attention. I got stuck into mowing the lawn and building compost piles, and she had the fun job of playing in the vegetable garden. The beauty of the hoop house is it allows us to garden in the rain, which has just stopped. Mandy's got some more seeds planted. We're trying a different approach which seemed to work last year. We just drop a whole lot of seeds around one of the emitters of the drip system. We water it by hand initially. Mandy's topped up the centre bed with compost from our pile. Doesn't look too bad. Find the corresponding seed pack. Drop a few seeds in. I haven't even seen, oh, they're black.
Yeah.
You hiding out in here with us, Belle? Hey? It's too wet out there, hey? Mandy's dodging the rain. He's still busy planting.
Yeah. Always.
These the grapevine cuttings. Let's see what happens. They've been alive in water for what now? 3-4 weeks at least?
Yeah. You can't see now.
Why can't I see it?
Because it's muddy.
Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, check that out. I didn't see those. Hang on. Keep still. There's big roots coming off those already. Cool. Those will go. Now Mandy decided she didn't like the fact that one of the cuttings we had 3 stalks coming off it. So she cut it off. Now we watch a YouTube channel called Urban Gardening, and they said it's a good idea if you scrape the bark off, as that allows the roots to form a lot easier. Once Mandy finished scraping the bark off, it was into the trusty rooting powder, gave it a good dollop of that, and then it was time to stick it into the ground. We'll keep you updated as to how this one progresses. We're quite interested to see if we can just take the next lot of cuttings and stick them directly into the ground by scraping the bark and applying a bit of rooting powder. So if those all survive, that's 10 free grapevines from our cuttings. I love coming outside this time of year. You can snack all day. Nice, fresh mulberries. To be fair, we just planted a whole lot of trees and kind of forgot about them. This year we're starting to take them seriously. Hopefully we can get them all growing nicely and bearing fruit before we die.
You seem a little happier.
They can get some sunlight now.
This bee waspy thing is still busy building its hive.
Okay, so we're going to have to wait a few days for any of these seeds to come up, I guess.
Yeah, but I would really like to give everything here a hand hose in the centre because I've put fertilizer down.
Yeah. Okay, I'll go switch a pump on. You're going to be down here for a while. That gooseberry's doubled in size since Mandy transplanted it, 2 days ago?
If you compare it to this one,
That one's...
been in there a couple of weeks.
Okay, so maybe this one's not getting enough sun. Hey?
Maybe.
Okay, so now I need to check and make sure that the grapes are actually getting watered. Because if they don't and they die, I'll take the hit from Mandy. So the papaya are definitely getting watered from one sprinkler. Whoops. And they'll get it from that one over there too. So that's covered. Let's have a look over here. Yeah, that's almost getting over there. Yeah, they're getting. Yeah. It seems like for the last few weeks we've been trying to interpret the weather forecast to try and understand what jobs we can get done. We've had unseasonable rain for the last few months. Normally our rainy season is November and February, but we've had scattered showers the whole of this week as well. So it's been difficult to get any projects on the go. So I took it upon myself to get stuck into the front garden that's been neglected in favour of growing vegetables. It was time to cut the grass, besides which we needed to fill up the compost bins anyway. While I was busying myself with that, Mandy got stuck into the vegetable garden, and we crossed paths on my trips between the front garden and the compost bins at the back. Filming's been a little bit disjointed as a result of that. Hopefully you enjoy what you're watching. Now, as you can see from this footage, the lawn was in a serious need of a cut. And that's probably why it took me 4 sessions spread over 4 days to get the front and the orchard cut. I can't let it get this long again. It just becomes a nightmare. So gonna have to divert my attention from the vegetable patch at least once a week or twice a week to get this cut and just stay on top of it, at least until I get the robot mower sorted out. The only problem with using the robot mower is it doesn't give me any materials for the compost bins. So I predict a lot of hand mowing in my near future. How you doing? You've been busy, I see. Yeah.
Always.
What are these?
Broccoli.
Oh, broccoli seedlings.
Yeah.
Okay, good job. Welcome to day 4 of harvesting raw materials for the compost. Here we go. Now, when we first started making compost, we didn't have a clue what we were doing. So it just became a big pile in the corner and got left. Nothing really happened because it was too dry, it wasn't tossed. So over the last couple of years, I think we've come a long way in our compost processing ability. We're starting to get decent compost. Every time we take it out of the bins, it's looking better and better. And the plants seem to like it because they are growing like wildfire. We're quite lucky in the fact that the grass underneath the pine trees in the top garden, when you mow, it almost gives you a perfect mixture of green and brown. So I don't have to do too much mixing when I put it into the bins. Quick question for you guys out there. Are leaves considered brown for composting purposes if they're still green? Let me know in the comments if you've got an answer. I've been scratching my head on that one for a while. We've also discovered that water is a key ingredient for a compost pile. Normally when there's 2 of us, it goes a lot easier. Mandy will hold the hose, just keep spraying the pile as I keep adding more material, and we'll give it a shake and carry on. Doing it on your own, it takes a bit longer. You gotta throw a bit of grass, wet it, throw a bit of grass, etc. But it works fine. I need to keep an eye on the temperature of the piles and toss them in about a week, or when the temperature gets to around about 43 degrees, just to speed up the process. Because we need compost. I've been promising the top garden compost for the last 2 years, but every time we get some, it gets used on the vegetable gardens. So in order to get the compost ready quicker, I'm going to have to toss it. While I was working in the top garden, I decided it was time to repair 2 sprinklers that I'd annihilated a few weeks previously with a sit-on mower. Replace it with that one. Making sure we don't cross thread it. Should be good enough. Fill it in. Sorted. I'm not getting closer because I'll get wet. New pop-up working fine. But my two problematic pop-ups not working fine. I'm going to have to hit this with some lime scalpies. Same thing here. This one's a bit tight. There we go. Gotta love automatic irrigation. Without it, everything here would be dead. Everything here seems to be growing well. Gem squash, corn, butternut, a random tomato. What are these over here, babe?
Where?
Here.
Those are different kinds of melons.
Melons.
Yeah.
And of course another tomato.
Yeah, and I transferred that. Hopefully it'll come back.
What is that? Watermelon?
It was a watermelon.
Oh, from that other bed. Okay. That's the day. What's this one here? Watermelon?
No, it's zucchini.
Zucchini.
These are all zucchini.
Well, that doesn't look like a zucchini to me. The way that the leaves are growing. Really?
Yeah, I think it's the tubular one.
Ah, okay.
You know, the
one we
not
haven't
long
grown
with a
before.
ballboard, like
Yeah.
a trumpet.
And this is the round one.
Yeah. And
There's a little round one over there. Check it. Normal baby marrows,
yeah,
yeah.
the zucchini.
Yeah, the normal ones.
I picked most of them yesterday.
Yeah.
Apricot's doing well.
There's an apricot. Look at it go. Look at the size of those flowers. These are
Broccoli.
broccoli. Okay, all the drippers are running.
Are they?
Yeah,
Okay. So some of them might not be.
but they need water from the top. And there's the first plum tree planted in the wild. From a seed from our plum tree. And
Leaves come uncurl.
I'll have a look. Yeah, I know. And these cucumbers are the best we've had so far, touch wood. They're looking good. So we could have salad to go with our tomatoes. We just have to grow lettuce now, which is a challenge. And the spare tomato bed over here. Crazy. And Tomato Alley is coming along very nicely. We've even already got some tomatoes. If you look down here. There's some there. More over there. We should be eating tomatoes in a couple of weeks. More over there. Flowers everywhere. The ex-garlic bed, which is now a new strawberry bed. Transplants, those ones have been in for a bit longer. They seem to be doing okay. A bit more water, I think they'll be fine. There's two. There's a little one. Ha. That's all right. Those are grown from seeds.
And this side too.
Yeah, I see it there. I can't see it. Oh. There you go. Hang on. There we go. Peppers are starting to come up. Got a few more to plant. Drippers are going. Sadly, it would appear that virtually none of the peppers we cut back from last season have come back. That's right, we've got lots of seeds. We're going to be pulling another 10 beetroot this afternoon. Get them in the slow cooker. The last lot we did worked out beautifully. Onions have got to come out still. Potato bed number 3, still going strong. Probably needs a bit more soil in the next few days. And we're just waiting for this bed to dry out a bit more. As you can see, some of the potato chits obviously went in after the others, but we'll harvest these in the next few days. Hoop house has been tidied up by Mandy. topped up with soil, more seeds planted. Hopefully we get a whole lot of seedlings out of that we can distribute. But it's just more of the same, I guess. Wash, rinse, repeat. Dig holes, plant seeds, transfer seedlings, and do it all again and again and again. And there you go. Much better with a hose, eh?
Quicker.
A lot quicker.
Yeah.
As a result of all the mowing I've been doing, we have 2 bins full. I've got a lot more mowing to do. I hope to get at least another bin filled this week. That one over there. Time to see if we got any composting action going on here. Let's see what temperature we're getting. It's showing 32. That's just come out of the hoop house. Wow. So 75, 76 degrees in this pile. Let's have a look at this pile. It's still dropping. Let's see what happens. Yeah, that one's climbing as well. So this pile's at about 74 degrees centigrade. I need to clear all of this area and get this mowed so we can see where the hell we're going. Potato bed number 2. Still going. And number 4. Still going. The rhubarb bed and strawberries going well up in tier 2. Still no sign of any asparagus. We'll just keep watering and hope for the best. Coming up to the malbutt bed, which I'm quite happy with compared to last year. It's looking great. Really good. I think the feed that Mandy gave it, bit of fertilizer and hand watering, has paid dividends. Hopefully we're going to get lots of melons and butternut this year. We got virtually nothing last year. That's the burning pile that we have to sort out in the next week or two. Corn's doing well. I don't know about the grass in between it. Mandy wanted to weed it and I said to hell with that. That's like a pain in the backside. If anyone knows if that's going to have an adverse effect on the corn's growth, please let us know in the comments below. But to me it seems like a hell of a job to do. If it doesn't yield any rewards, what's the point?
We've got corn coming.
Have we already?
Yeah.
Ah.
As tall as me.
Taller than you. Where?
Yeah. What's this?
Yeah. Huh. First side of the cob.
They're everywhere.
Well, that's a good sign.
I'm just too scared to mess with nature. You put all this grass out.
It's looking good.
Better than last year.
Everything's looking better than last year. So it's all been cut. Got a bit long. So it's going to need another cut in a few days. But we're getting there. This is all the mundane, boring stuff that's not really worth putting on YouTube. But you're going to see it anyway. As you can see, I've just finished mowing the top and the orchard needs cut again. It never ends.